Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point.
And you can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to, but still dangerous.
Here's Morant. Drops in the layup for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Paul, following the basket by John Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball, and he doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
Now here's Morant. Comes up empty down low. Booker against Bain. And Booker kicks to Paul. Back to Booker. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Paul outside. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 12. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Booker the pass to Crowder. Three-pointer. Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got 6 points.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Morant looking around. To the middle. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Paul outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this is what he does so well, putting the defender back on his heels and being relentless in flying to the basket.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's Morant missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Now here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Driving to the basket.
And athletic play right there. Devin Booker on the inside.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 7.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Bain.
2 minutes.
Jackson against Crowder. Out to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise and their future.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here is Paul. Booker outside. Back to Paul. Lets it go. Bridges, no one around him. Good. Nice assist from Booker.
And Bridges at the most advantageous spot to get to that corner 3. He's comfortable from there.
Outside, Bain passes it to Brooks. Back to Bain. Adams sets the pick for Bain. Second shot opportunity, and it's Adams getting it to go.
Adams just continuing to grind it out, outstanding, staying after that possession, and then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Morant against Paul. Booker looking around. There's the triple. Suns keep it alive. Bain inside the three-point line.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like this.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. The wing. Oh!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
Booker, no good. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Adams finds Jackson. And here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 7. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. From past the arc, another 3 for Phoenix.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
There's the pass to Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. Jackson with the screen. Inside. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Paul kicks to Booker. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 1:21 left to play in the first half.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Bridges finds Paul. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Crowder sets a screen for Bridges. And the rejection by Jackson. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Morant dishes to Adams. And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Chris Paul.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Paul against Morant. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Crowder a screen on Bain. Lock at 6. The drive by Booker. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge. Thanks, David. And we'll be...
Your son, 20. The Grizzlies, 23.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Johnson in charge are the 3 and the 4. Andrew Shamet is out there with Lee, and it's Biyombo at center. Now, here's Shamet. Kicks it out to Johnson. Charge passes to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Shamet. And they get it back. It's stolen by Jones. Floats it up for Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And it's Shamet missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
That shot wide open.
Shamet giving his team a little bit of scoring punch. That's going to help out from the mid-range.
Outside, Jones. Lets it go with the 3. Connects from three-point range. Jones has got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Lee. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Clark. Shamet with the steal. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Now, here's Clark. Pass to Concho. 5 to shoot. Shoots from 14. And it's Biyombo with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
On the wing, Johnson. Guarded by Green. Johnson kicks to Shamet. He dishes it to Lee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Now, here's Bridges. It's stolen by Adams. Morant outside. In the corner, it's Bane. No good from outside. Suns trail by 9. Ayton inside. Guarded by Morant. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And that one's good, Ayton.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Passes it to Bane. Back to Morant. And that one drops. Morant's got 16.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Morant against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Crowder the pass to Booker. And he drives in and hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
How about Booker going high up for the dunk?
Morant outside. The pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Feeds it to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. He has 5.
And a lot of times Adams only looks to shoot from that area on the floor. Really knows the limitations in his range.
Paul against Morant. Paul kicks to Booker. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And Bridges playing with extreme confidence is on fire right now.
Outside, Bane. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bridges misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Booker with no one around. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Bain. Here's Morant. Goes back up. Adams. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Memphis on defense. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Morant with it. Pass to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Crowder. Up again. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Passes it to Jackson. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. For the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bridges dishes to Ayton. Outside Crowder. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Morant kicks to Jackson. Morant sets a screen for Jackson. Out to Morant. Back to Jackson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Jackson passes to Bain. Launches a 3. It's good from long range. Bain's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And here's Morant after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. High post shot, and it's Morant missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Knocks down the trifecta.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him.
but you love to see one of these teams step up and get key stops. But more than likely, it's going to come down to who has the ball last.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Morant. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to Jackson. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brent?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Now here's Russell to the inside. Pass to Gobert. Here's Prince. Left side, Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Russell. Oh, Morant with the block.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. There's the 3. The shot comes out. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. With some arc. Here's Towns. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Towns has got his second basket.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Russell up top, pounded by Morant. Pass to Prince, back to Edwards. Into the...
Whoa, wait a second.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Outside Morant. Here's Adams, defended by Gobert. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
The 3 from Russell. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Memphis trailing here. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Russell against Morant. Towns for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Outside Bane. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Minnesota.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. It's a one-on-one situation. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Offensive rebound.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
Morant against Russell. Towns on a screen. The kick out to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Now here's Morant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside Russell. Prince on the attack. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Pass to Bane. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. It could go. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Russell's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Morant against Russell. High arcing shot, stolen by Russell. And Edwards, here we go. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Edwards got 8.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
All right, Smitty, let's talk defense. Yes, that side of the ball. What makes a great defensive player in today's game?
I think the number one thing for me is grit. Also, D is about heart and desire. The best defenders never take a play off. They play hard all the time. They also study film, and a lot of playing defense is mental.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Outside Morant. Now Jackson. The 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Not only is Jaren a viable option from 3, he's a primary threat from there. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Now here's Towns. He has 7. Sinks the tray.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Brooks. Back to Morant. 4 on the clock. Nifty move. And Gobert with a block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Pass to Prince. Here's Edwards over Bane. Edwards can't hit.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Morant, pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Inside. Here's Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
What I like about Adams, he just knows where to be. Nice play.
Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him. Back to Gobert. Pass to Prince. Gobert with it. Adams covering. From the high post. The shot by Russell, no good.
I understand why he pulled up for the leaner right there, but the defense adjusted to that very well.
Brooks outside. Right side Morant. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Russell against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Morant. And then
I saw it.
Wow!
And he saw it. Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 12. No good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Morant against Russell. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
And Morant drops them both. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Edwards. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it? This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
The shot by Russell, no good.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Green out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4-man position. Now here's McDaniels. Back to Noel. And there's a 3-second violation. Memphis leading. Now Jones. Pass to Conchar. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's Noel. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Outside McDaniels. Off the mark there with a 3. And here's Jones. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Clark. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
Here's McLaughlin. McDaniels from long range. Conchar pulls it in. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. The kick out to Williams. Clark with a screen on McDaniels. Williams passes to Clark. It's stolen away. Here's McLaughlin. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Takes it inside. Outside McDaniels. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
Williams on the wing. Clark, the pass to Jones. Fires for three. And again, Memphis no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to McLaughlin. To the right side. It's stolen by Green. Left side, Jones. Now Clark. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Reed sets a screen. Here's McLaughlin. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. That's good from Jones. And the assist from Williams.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Pass to Noel. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Outside, Green. Back to Conchar. From the wing. Here's Clark. That shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. A minute 15 left in the third. Here's McDaniels. An easy 2 on the layup. McDaniels got his first 2 points.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Now here's Jones. Outside, Williams. Pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Reed can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Right side, Jones. Clark outside. Chalk up 2 there. And now it's a 12-point Memphis lead.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 11 seconds left in the third quarter.
Come get it, come get it.
Up top, Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Here's McLaughlin. And so it's Memphis now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Out. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Morant. Jackson on the wing. From downtown, stolen by Russell. And here comes the break. There's the triple. Counted from distance.
So crafty off the dribble. Russell stops on a dime and gets the separation he needs.
Morant with it. Jackson on the wing. Back to Payne. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible, and so far they've been super successful using this attack.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Towns can't get it to go. The Grizzlies shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Adams, the pass to Bane. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Adams with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Bane sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
And the Grizzlies lead by 13. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game. Russell against Morant. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. From downtown, rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Morant. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Jackson against Towns. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Morant against Russell. From deep. The rebound by Jackson.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Now here's Jackson. Plenty of space. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Don't underestimate Jackson's ability to stretch the floor. He understands what spacing can do for a team.
Towns for 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Now Morant. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. This one for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Prince. Edwards against Bane. Towns is screen on Bane. Edwards for 3. That one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Russell against Morant. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bane with a screen on Russell. Pass to Bane. Here's the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And here's Russell. From deep. Fires in the triple.
Clutch performance by Russell. He keeps his cool and just zeroes in on finding his shot.
Moran against Russell. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Bane. Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
Outside Russell from deep three-point range. That one no good. And so the Grizzlies take the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're
Both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Morant against Wall. Outside Jackson from downtown.
One of the best defensive players in the entire league. Kawhi Leonard, so hard to get a clean look against him.
Outside, George. Zubac kicks to Leonard. And the rejection by Jackson. Rocket 2. Leonard the pass to Zubac. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. About 1 minute into the first quarter. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. Outside, Bane. Good on the triple. Bane's got the first points up on the board here for Memphis.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Here's Brooks. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Now here's Leonard. George looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. Wall finds George. From the arc. No good on that one. Nice D from Brooks. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Now here's Morant. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Bane sets the screen for Morant. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. All with it. He's picked up by Morant. Wall passes to Zubac. Back to Wall. It's Powell on the wing. Kicks it to Wall. To end the cold streak. Back to Powell. Fires the 3. They get it again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
George against Morant. To the left side wing. Powell with the steal. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
First personal foul.
And that one misses. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Now here's George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
And he's good on the second. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Morant against George. Brooks kicks to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Outside, George. Here he goes. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's George finishing it off.
Excellent job reading the defense. Not content to go to that perimeter game. Paul George inside. Nice.
Morant passes to Brooks. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. George finds Wall. Tries it from 19. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by Adams.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And a closely contested, grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's George in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And here's Morant. Outside, Bain. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Driving in, and then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Powell, no one around him. Wall passes to Powell. Right side, Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Adams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up. For Los Angeles, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And Morant throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Leonard looking over the floor. Pulls it from the elbow. He gets that one. And the Clippers lead by 1.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Driving inside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 8 points for John Morant.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Bain against Powell. Back to Wall. He feeds it to Powell. And Adams sends it back.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
And finished off by Morant.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that simply stated a terrific play.
It's Powell with the drive. And Adams sends it back. Jackson against Leonard. Another shot. And Wall kicks to Powell. Let's go. And he overshot that one, missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:54 left now here in the second. And there's the pass to Jackson. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And guys, they've done a great job keeping their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Powell, the pass to Zubac. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Brooks outside. Jackson looking it over. On the wing, Bane. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Memphis no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
They grab their own miss. George. Powell finds Wall. Back to Powell. Outside, Wall. A second chance effort. And no good that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. Drives to the hoop. And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Pass to George. And Adams sends it back. Up top, Morant. Covered by Wall. And it's Morant missing. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. Thank you, David, for that interview. And
The Grizzlies, 18.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Clark is out there with Williams. And it's Green, then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2. Clark with it, guarded now by Jackson. Clark inside. Jackson on him. They kick it out to Green. Latrey knocks down the 3-ball. Green's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
Well, this guy is a lethal distance shooter. Danny Green lights out.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. To the paint. Here's Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Outside, Jones. Going inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 8. The Clippers shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Jackson against Jones. Jackson dishes to Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks. What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring, and yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Conchar can't get it to go.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Batum. There's the drive. Covington's shot is off. Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
There's Green with the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Green's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
It's stolen by Green. Over Jackson. And it's Green missing.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Pass to Conchar. Feeds to Clark. And he converts the layup. Clark's got the lead back up to 9 now for Memphis.
You gotta know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Jackson misses. For Memphis, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. The pass to Jones. Clark, a screen on Jackson. Wound up there for Clark. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Covington into the lane. Here's Morris. A 3-ball. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Fires for 3. Conchar can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Jackson. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Williams. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Jones looking for an opening. And here's Green outside. That shot is off. And so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the and this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Out on the wings for him, Powell and Jordan. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the rejection by Jackson. The three from Morant. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. The three from Leonard. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. It's Morant in the corner. Back to Bane from deep. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
From deep three-point range. The kick out to Wall. 6 to shoot. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Kennard, he's checked in for foul. Morant against George. Passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Again, Memphis.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Bane against Kennard. Pass to Zubac. Sinks that one from the post.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Morant outside. Pass to Bane. Jackson kicks to Morant. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And Wall slams it home.
Now there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
Morant with it. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Jackson, a screen on George. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Outside Jackson. Dishes it to Morant. Clock at 6. Shoots. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Memphis.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments I thought for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 15-point game. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 18 feet out. Wall against Brooks. Here's Kennard. Zubac trying to break loose. Shot's good by Kennard.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Now Morant. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
and the players as well.
Yeah, we all can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar, and it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center spot. And Booker throws it down.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing. From behind the arc. Clock at 6. And then Morant with the jam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Paul passes to Booker. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Crowder. Doesn't go for him. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Here's Paul following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Out to Bridges from deep. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Here's Morant. Pass to Bane. Now Morant. And he drives in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. The rebound by Jackson.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Bane finds Jackson. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Just like his pop, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
Here's Paul. Pass to Bridges. Crowder outside. Ayton, a screen on Brooks. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. Outside Bane. Pass to Morant. Brooks outside. From the top of the key. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Bridges. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Left side Bane. Kicks it out to Jackson. Over to the wing. Outside Morant. And the layup is good. Morant's got 8.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. Crowder outside. The three ball. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Ja Morant. He's...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Memphis. Memphis leading, and last year's outcome so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. It kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Paul passes to Booker. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
Paul against Morant. Brooks, right side. Back to Morant. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder, left side. And the Suns getting another bucket right there. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Morant with it. 10 points for him. From deep, Bane. Booker with the defensive effort.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
The 3. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Morant, pass to Bane. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Paul against Morant. Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. He gets it in there.
And this is his game. He's not going to settle or try anything further away from the rim. He knows who he is. When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
There's the block. They retain possession. Adams. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker with it. He's picked up by Adams. Three-pointer. Three-pointer. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Paul. Bridges has got 6. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season. But as a whole, this young team, they won their division. But the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Bane. Up top, Morant. Oh, and he got fouled. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed, even
the previous play is under review.
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The free throw drops for Morant.
The Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now, but you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
1:43 left in the second. Crowder with a steal. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
For three, Booker. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Jackson pass to Bane, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Morant against Paul. Outside Bane. Back to Morant. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Morant against Paul. Pass to Crowder. Outside Paul. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Aiden, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Morant. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. There's 14 seconds left in the second. Drives to the hoop. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the... And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the...
The previous play is under
close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're at it...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw good from Booker.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Back to Jones. There's the three. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Ja Morant. He's...
27. The Suns. 24.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court right now for the Suns. Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in at the small forward. It's good on the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Jones, the pass to Clark. Yep, count it. Clark's got his first points of the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Payne. Up top, Johnson. Here's Shamet. Good D by Clark.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Conchar, covered by Johnson. Outside, Green. Second chance effort. Here's Williams. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Shaman, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Williams grabs the board.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
And stolen by Jones. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
Timeout called. The Suns.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Payne. Pass to Shaman. And here's Johnson. Back to Shaman from the arc. Williams grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. He takes it in. Count it. Good. Williams has gotten 4 this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Payne against Jones. Pass to Shaman. Oh, they need this! And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
1:50 left in the third quarter. Outside, Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson. The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Down low. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And Phoenix has possession. It's a 14-point game. Lee on the wing. Pass to Shaman. Johnson a screen on Payne. The kick out to Johnson. Lee on the wing. Johnson inside. Defended by Jackson. Comes up empty down low. And here's Memphis. They've got a 13-2 run going. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Now here's Payne. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Morant. 18 points for him. Pass to Payne. For 3. Rebounded by Payne. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Shamet. Here's Šarić. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Please give a big round of applause.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Payne in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And there's the lob and the dunk by Jackson.
Love watching Jackson in the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
Now here's Paul for three. Booker. Paul passes to Booker. Out to Bridges. No good there, off the double clutch. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Here's Adams, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies. If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Booker for three. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Morant, the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Bridges. The kick out to Paul. Bridges outside. Crowder with it. To the wing on the left.
Walking foul call. Jerry Jackson Jr. for his personal foul. For his team foul.
Ayton with a screen. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. 4-3. Hauled in by Paul. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jail.
Paul against Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Outside for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Fires the three. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now. Bridges outside. Crowder a screen on Morant. Bridges passes to Paul. Crowder outside. The kick out to Paul. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they led by 19.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Grizzlies.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
23 seconds left in the fourth. Now Morant. Over Paul. And that one's long. Bridges with it. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.
This contest has the potential, Clark, to be very exciting. Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead changes.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Payne for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Russell with a wide open look, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Guys, you can just about count on it. If you score on Russell, you better believe he's looking to come right back at you.
Pass to Jackson. He kicks it to Brooks. Offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Russell driving the lane. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Russell's got 5.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Here's Morant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
And finished off by Gobert.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. Banked in off the glass.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Morant against Russell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Morant.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Outside, Russell. Down low. And the rejection by Jackson. It's stolen by Edwards. Takes it inside.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Russell against Morant. 5 on the clock. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Up top, Edwards. With the crossover. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Morant against Russell. And Morant throws it down. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Edwards with it. Prince outside. Edwards against Bain. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Russell from long range. It's rebounded by Memphis. And they'll get another chance. Edwards kicks to Towns. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by Edwards. Edwards got 9.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
Outside, Bain. His three-pointers off the mark. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
So on the floor for Minnesota, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. And that was an outstanding find by Russell.
Here's Morant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. Morant, no good on the free throw. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that was always emphasized, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago, 82% on the season.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Outside for Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 3. To the inside, Towns. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Morant looking around, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Now here's Edwards. He's got 11. Pass to Russell. Outside Edwards. Out to Russell. Clock at 4. Morant with the steal. Jackson against Towns. Morant outside. Driving in. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Bane kicks to Brooks. Fires the 3. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Bane.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And the shot is good. Russell's got 7.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Bane passes to Morant. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Beautiful reverse, using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Morant against Russell. Out to Edwards for 3. Goes back up. Gobert in the corner. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Russell. And a wide open look for Bane. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. He's got 8.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And here's Morant. 16 points for him. Adams right side. Prince against Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Edwards passes to Russell. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call. The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so...
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw, no good.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows He belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Now Morant. 16 points for him. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we...
The Timberwolves, 31. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Milwaukee.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
We've got Williams, also Green out there, Tyus Jones out there with Clark, and it's Conchar in at the 2. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
The pass to Williams. Clark outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Noel passes to McDaniels. With the drive. Basket good. Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And he recovers it. Here's Conchar.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves leading by 6. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And finished off by McDaniel.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Nailed from three-point land. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Now Prince, guarded by Green. To the left wing. Here's Noel. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Jones, no luck.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Reed and stolen by Williams. Fast break Memphis. Memphis moving it around. Here's Conchar, guarded by Prince. Lobbed up there for Clark. Stolen by McDaniels. One-on-one here. Picked off in midair. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Reed with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Now here's Morant for three. That one misses. He has made 7 of his 9 field goal attempts. Jackson against Towns. And Adams kicks to Morant. Keeps it alive, and it's Adams on the follow.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
So looking it over. Passes it to Edwards. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 20 points for Ja Morant.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Russell passes to Edwards to stop the drought. And finished off by Edwards.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
That one, no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Minnesota, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3-side. Towns, a screen on Bain. Edwards hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Edwards got 19 points.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Nifty move. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Here's Russell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
Inside, and Brooks gets it on the assist by Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Edwards can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Edwards against Bain. Towns for three. Drops in the tray. Towns has got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And that one's good. Brooks.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Russell kicks to Towns. Three-pointer. No good. And Memphis the other way now. Morant outside. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. From deep, Prince drills it from outside.
There you have it. Prince stepping up big time. This guy played all 4 years in college, and you see evidence of that confidence and maturity there.
Russell against Morant. Nice D from Russell. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Over in the corner, Edwards. .31 left in the fourth quarter.
The team counts so much on Edwards for an awful lot. Going to the well again here.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a two-point ball game.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 2. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Prince in the corner. Back to Russell. Kicks to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Morant outside. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Morant against Russell. The three connects from downtown.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Minnesota with the ball. Brooks on the double team. Over in the corner, Edwards. Back to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with a screen for Edwards.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. 7 seconds left in the game.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Is what's your take?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have. and he is built to be the man for this team. Everyone's answering the bell and executing.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. 13.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with it. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So here's the Clippers starting group. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. John Wall is out there with Luke Kennard, and it's Zubats in at the center position.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Nice shot by Kennard.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
Now here's Morant. It's stolen by Wall. On the take. Pass to Leonard. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Outside Bain. Launches it. Offensive board. Ooh, and Adams. Strong finish.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Wall against Morant. Kicks it to George. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Adams just continuing to grind it out, outstanding, staying after that possession, and then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Wall, pass to Zubats. The three. George, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Adams. It's Adams who hammers it home.
Love when Steven Adams has that kind of room to rip it down.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Up top wall, hounded by Morant. Kennard, right side. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. On the break, here's Bane. And that one is hammered home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Wall. Here's Leonard. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
That's a go-to shot for him, and for defenders, very difficult to contest.
A minute 53 left in the first. Brooks outside. Adams with a screen on Wall. Clock at 6. And that one's good for Brooks.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Wall. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. The three, George. Doesn't go that time.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
From deep, Morant. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Now here's Wall. Here's Kennard. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Brooks following the score by the Clippers. And a miss there on the triple. Adams finds Bane. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Adams. Adams has got 8 points.
And a lot of times Adams only looks to shoot from that area on the floor. Really knows the limitations in his range.
Pass to Kennard. Leonard with the ball. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Leonard.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Morant with it, beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Steven Adams getting it done for Memphis. Between the scoring and...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Adams. Outside Morant. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. It's stolen by Leonard. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
And Leonard drops them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
George against Morant. Lets the three fly. That shot off the mark. And Los Angeles the other way now. from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis leading. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Driving inside.
Oh, wow! Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Wall against Bane. Outside Wall. Pass to Kennard. Leonard with a screen on Adams. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Morant against George. Outside Morant. Adams up top. Knocked away and stolen by Leonard. George finds Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Morant. He's got 7. And he drives in. And the layup is good off the glass. Morant's got 9.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Morant against Wall. Pass to George. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Here's George. Shot clock at 6. That shot off. Good work defensively by Brooks. Knocks it loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Kennard with it. Jackson in his pocket. In transition, here come the Clippers. George's shot is off.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup. He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And he uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for his jumper. Wall is so skilled as a scorer.
Morant, the pass to Bane. On the wing, Brooks. Wall covering. That's good. Brooks for 3. 6 points for him.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Zubac's shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Back to Bane. Adams a screen. Fires from deep. Another shot. And he lays it in. Adams has got 10 points in the game.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Wall, the pass to George. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. The turnaround, Jay. Can't hit that one.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front, up 5. just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing here from Steven Adams.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Marcus Morris out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. Green finds Jones. Back to Green. Clark with a screen on Powell. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Pass to Batum. Covington, a screen on Green. Batum, pass to Covington. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Covington's got his first bucket in this one.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate. I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Conchar can't hit. The Clippers trail. For three, Powell. Morris passes to Covington. And it's off from three-point range. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Here's Batum, and stolen by Clark. Jones against Powell. Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
You have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Outside Covington. Back to Jackson. Uses the glass on the layup.
Not letting the defense knock him off balance. Reggie does a great job just being assertive.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Outside Williams. Back to Conchar. Clock is at 3. Jones from outside. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Powell passes to Jackson. And stolen by Clark. Williams against Covington. Clark. Covington grabs the board. Well, the Clippers shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Here's Powell. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Yeah, just keeping it simple that time, Norman Powell. Nice job.
Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to Jones. Pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. And they'll get another chance. Williams finds Green. Three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. It's Covington on the wing. Jackson outside. Pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. Unloads from 13. Williams grabs the board. Memphis leading. Clark with a screen on Covington. Throws it up high. Oh, Clark with the slam.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Jackson attacking. Pass to Morris. And he lays it up and in.
You know, Reggie Jackson has had a few years in the NBA where he's averaged 6 or more assists, so he can make plays.
Outside Jones to the paint. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Jackson down low. Pass to Morris. It's Covington on the wing. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. Covington's got 5 points in the quarter.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 5. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Guy's got some of the best hands in the league. Paul George instincts right there. Pokes that ball away.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He knew he had to take it up strong. David dunking on Goliath.
Outside Wall. Spins. Leonard outside. George, a screen on Jackson. Leonard passes to George. And the jam by George.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Outside Morant. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Adams, shot's good.
You wonder at times if the offense should explore Steven Adams a little bit more. He collects 2.
Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Morant against Wall. Leonard with a screen on Morant. Kennard on the wing. The 3 is up. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. The ball's knocked loose. And we're going to have a jump ball.
The call on the floor is a jump ball.
Kennard outside. Leonard against Bain. Back to Kennard. Leonard with a screen on Jackson. Oh, there's the alley.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket? For this team, more and more, it's Kawhi.
Outside Morant. Outside Bain. Puts up a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac finds George. Leonard outside. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Wall against Morant. 6 to shoot. Back to Wall to take the lead. And it's Bain with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Oh, deflected. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard passes to Kennard. 1 minute left to play in the fourth quarter. It's George on the wing. Brooks defending. Back to Kennard. Down low. Count it!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Scores all tied at 44. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told them, quote, "It all comes down to the next few minutes. That's what will decide this game. So step up. This is your moment, not theirs." Inspiring words, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Huge moment here.
You have to stay calm in these situations.
Outside wall. Pass to Kennard.
Well, there's got to be a lot of confidence from his teammates and the coaching staff as Luke Kennard, who's an excellent three-point shooter, can step to the line and knock these down and get the job done.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him within 2 here. 24 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Laces one from 3.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad. Now, catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
So it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. What a performance they have here at home today.